Welcome back to the Static Distortion Podcast. My name is Grimzlee, and today I'm with...
I'm Moral, and we're joined by...
I'm RevengeinKyoto. Hello.
Hell yeah, I'm so stoked that we can sit here and talk for a while. It's been a while. I haven't seen you since, the Charleston show.
Yeah,
really
dude, I was
talked to you the other night for
last
a little
year.
bit, but that's about it.
Oh, yeah. Talking about some good things.
Yeah, dude. So what you been up to music-wise? What do you have on the horizon? I know it's been a minute since you dropped, but, I mean,
Yeah.
you got some stuff going?
I've just been kind of low-key working on this debut album finally, and it's some really cool shit planned. It's just been trying to finish it, you know. We had a couple setbacks. My microphone broke. We stepped back, and I had like 4 different versions of it, so it's just getting the right thing because it's a debut and it's self-titled. It's gonna be really big, so I want it to have the most impact it can, you know.
Understand, man.
That's so cool. It's self-titled?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So cool. That's so cool.
How many?
12 songs.
I was about to ask, man. How many tracks?
We got 12, and we got 10 pretty much solidly polished. I have to write the closer and another one, and that's it.
Just lyrics, or the instrumentals needing
instrumental, but that's like the easiest part for me. Lyrics is something I struggle with for some reason.
I completely understand that.
But I got before the album, we're doing like 3 singles just like to keep things going, and that one's pretty much finished. I'm just working on like layers and mastering with my homie, and hopefully get that out next month. That's the plan. So we're almost here.
Is your friend the one who's in or your producer? Is he the one who's in the hardcore band?
No, this kid is from. I know you're talking about that, but this kid is from Kentucky, bro. I found him like last year. He worked on one of the songs on that EP I did with Miss Literate, Blood Moon, I think.
Shout out Miss Literate.
Yeah, she's great. But yeah, we've been working behind the scenes since I think I want to say November, and he's a really cool guy. His name's Riso, and he's available for anybody who wants to work with him too. I mean, he's great.
Dude, that's really cool. I'm glad you're getting a full body of work out, and then that'll take you for a while.
Professionally done too, because like as much as I love my old stuff, I can agree like the master and the mix could have been better, you know. So this is like the next stepping stone.
I think that's something that like every single artist can relate to.
Right.
Yeah.
You just only keep going up and up the more you keep doing it.
And even like think about it, like the songs that are like your biggest or anybody's biggest, you end up doing so much better with craft, and you're like, all right, well, come on guys, look at the new stuff. Like it makes you like listen to the old stuff and you're like, oh, what could I could have did this different, or I could have mastered this different. But people still love it.
You can't what if yourself all that much with it, because the next thing you will always be better to you. Like, man, all of my shit, like, I mean, I did it myself, and it all really kind of has that, like, you did this yourself for real sound. Like, you know, like this, like he didn't go to a pro at all, you know, and it, I mean, I'm still like, I mean, of course there's always things I nitpick about it, but I mean, man, I can't shame it too much.
Yeah, you still gotta be proud of it, you know, because
gotta be proud of it.
Of course.
I fuck with the DIY sound though.
It's fun though. It's fun for sure. But I think it can only take you so far. You know, you can always upgrade.
It's like how
pack a punch.
Yeah. All right, Zeke. Well, I'm going to start off with some like easy questions. Like, just as an artist, what is and for all those at home who don't know, me and Zeke have met in real life.
I've crashed at his house for about a week. It was like the best week of my life, man. I want to go back so bad.
We've all
met.
It
was a crazy packed week. Like from what I remember, I just remember being
stressed. It was like a movie, dude.
Yeah.
Handing out flyers.
Did you stay at Sean's apartment at the college? Dude, that place is gnarly. I've stayed there a couple times.
I'm in a new apartment now.
I see.
But anyways, this is about you. I saw sometimes how you record, but what would you say is your go-to like writing process as an artist? Like,
if you want me to be like just how I do it, say I'm making a song right now, I'll usually start. I'm sitting beside my piano too. I'll just start off with like a piano, and then I'll add drums, and then I do like everything I do is MIDI because I don't know how to play like real instruments. And once I make the track, I'll record like the vocals. Most of the time, it's always freestyle. I'll just go in and just do it. Sometimes I can write the lyrics, but it takes me like a couple days if I write it down for some reason. My brain is just wired weird. But once I get everything out, what I've been doing like for the album and the recent stuff, I'll stem everything, bounce it out, and send it to my producer, and he'll just like make everything the vision I want. So that's kind of how like the process goes, really.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it could be tedious.
Your process is similar to mine. I'll sit at my mic and I'll just come up with melodies. I'll spit gibberish until I find a
Like,
melody I like. Yeah,
Totally.
exactly. If it works, it works. And a lot of times for me, whenever I spit the gibberish or whatever, there typically is like a couple words or a line that does come out of that.
You write it down and
And
track
then,
it.
and then you build it from there. It's like, okay,
Exactly.
I caught the tail of something. It's time to start grabbing a hold and like really, really pulling this thing together.
Yeah.
That's my favorite method of doing it.
Why do I like I feel like the most funny part of if you were a fly on the wall and you're in the same place as an artist, like the first 20 minutes of opening up a track and recording must be the funniest thing to hear. Like I swear, like from another room, all you would hear is like just screaming and then mumbling some stupid shit off key as hell.
Like each time I mess up a track, I'm like, damn it.
Damn it, I said my head again. It's the seventh time. So I wanted to ask you about your number one track, which is Falling Through Petals, right? It's been out for a minute. I'm a huge fan of it. What do you think the reason that one stood out the most and has done the best, and kind of what is the backstory / what was the writing process for it?
Okay, bet. I love that song. I like it a lot. It's so fun to do live, but the why it did so well is honestly because of how relatable it is. I really think because of like the story that was behind it and the lyrics especially. You can have like a good melody and all that, and it'll take you so far. But if it has a really good story on top of it, I think that's why it did so well. And partly shout out shout out Indonesia, man. I'm telling you, that song went so viral in Indonesia for some reason. They was just like throwing videos on videos on videos, and I really want to go there one day to play that song. Really good country.
And the stripped version, I think, is
Oh yeah, I have like 3 different versions of that. I still haven't dropped it soon.
I remember when you played it for me in the car, and I was like, "Why isn't this out? This is honestly, it's just like
Why isn't it out?
Yeah,
I don't know. I worked on it like 4 times. I made a 2000s R&B version. I made an orchestral version, an acoustic version. I don't know which one to drop. What if I just drop them all at the same time?
Okay.
I need the acoustic. Dude, I feel like
the rawness.
The rawness, it kind of highlights how talented vocally you are. And I think that applies for a lot of songs, but especially when it just gets so emotional, like, because it's an emotional song. Like, do you think of me? Because I still think of you. I never wanted you to let me go. Like, that's such a relatable chorus, like you said. So having that stripped down to where I'm literally just hearing this and some beautiful chords in the background, that's gonna hit everybody, no matter what they say.
Thank you so much. And the answer to the other question, the inspiration behind it is so funny because I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I don't really have a breakup song at the moment, so I'll just write one for the hell of it. That's really all it was. It was kind of like a joke at starting off, but then I pulled off like some stories from high school, blah yada yada. It's like, okay, now it's kind of turning into something a bit serious.
So you're planning on doing more shows next year, right? You said,
dude, yes.
What's in the plans there, or what would you like to be doing?
Full band obviously is the biggest thing. What was you saying?
I was gonna say, how many pieces are in your band?
I'm talking to the plan would be guitarist, 2 guitarists for like rhythm and lead would be ideal, perfect. But if I had to like settle, drummer, guitarist, bassist, 4-piece, because a lot of the things I want to build like a crazy experience with backing tracks and have like a lot of wackiness to the set. I don't want it to be like kind of traditional. I want it to have fun. I was talking to one of my friends, Caden. We're both big. He got me into wrestling recently, and I was like, dude, we need to have like wrestling spots in the middle of our set where we just like throw people through a table or something. It's like planned fake beef or something. I wanted to have a different experience from like the album, just like for people to have fun and go crazy. Because that's what I love shows. I think shows can be like the best opportunity for you to present a different version of yourself than what people know from like Spotify.
Dude, that your idea. So there's this thing down here in Baltimore. It's a festival. My buddies in the band Redacted, they put this on typically every year. It's called Beer, Beef, and Beatdowns, and it's this hardcore metal whatever the hell festival, and it's bands playing while there's wrestling going on.
That sounds sick,
Like
dude.
ring jumping off the ropes. We did it one time and we didn't match at all because we were just doing like Midwest emo at the time on top of all these like deathcore. But it was like it. No, seriously, and we were just seeing dudes getting suplexed while bands were playing. I was like, bro, this is actually insane.
That sounds fun. That sounds so fun.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, I want to do shows so bad. That's like so I can get the album out to tour with it. Like mini run. We was thinking of me and my friend Caden. His name's Caden Stegler. He just recently changed his artist name. Me and him, because we both had the same producer. Once we get all our stuff out, whatever, do a small run. Georgia, SC, of course, NC, maybe Florida. Because we got some friends down there. I don't know if y'all have heard of Brighton. My friend Anna Eclipse.
Yeah. Nova Brutes down there, they're pretty hard.
Yeah, I've heard of them too. Let's try to get some people to tag along with us.
It would be cool if you and Anna did a show. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Dude, so I know some bands that you post a lot of covers of, but what would you say are like some of the most influential kind of like bands or artists to you?
To me, most influential at the moment, I will say two answers. For the album I've been writing, a lot of the inspiration comes from that 2000s Linkin Park, new metal. We got some like new gaze, shoegaze, like Deftones, Loathe, and then some like modern metalcore, Spirit Box, Bring Me the Horizon.
Shout out Spirit Box on the hoodie.
Yeah, I love Spirit Box. But there's also the heaviness aspect I want to bring to it. So I've been listening to like a lot of hardcore metalcore bands. Boundaries, they're so good. They're like one of the best bands out, in my opinion. Definitely check them out. And Knocked Loose, Counterparts, like some of that. So it's all flavors mixed together. But my most influential ever, not a lot of people know, my favorite artist ever is 21 Pilots. I love that band.
Twin Pellets are great.
Yeah.
I like them. Okay. Who would be on your, if you yourself had to make a music festival, who would be the top 3 bands? We're going to make it easier. Sean, every time you ask this, it's like the top 10 and it gets hard. We're going to do 3 and then go from there. Let's make it hard.
I feel like that makes it, that's really hard.
You gotta pick and choose here. It's gotta be one.
Okay, I'm gonna try to start with the headliner because I feel like that might just get them out the way, or do co-headline, or all 3 headline. That's crazy.
And remember, okay,
Mega.
I'm gonna put this as in there as well. You're the one who's going on right before those 3, so you gotta like make sure it works. Think of like you're the opening act to your festival.
I think since you asked that question,
Does that change it?
Yeah. I feel like it makes the bands I'm about to say make more sense now. Drake, that'd be hard. Open it up for Drake, man, because I want to say bands that make sense or bands that I want to see. Okay, I'm gonna just throw it out. Sleep Token's got to be on there.
I can
Sleep
see
Token
it.
has to be.
I can see it. That could happen. That's
yeah.
Makes sense in my book.
I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do 2 modern and 1 legacy band because you gotta have them old heads. With the Sleep Token, it's hard between Bring Me or no.
Bring Me's always going to be on mine.
They do it. That's just still to this day the best show I've ever been to.
Such a good show.
I got it. Yeah, I saw them with Knocked Loose back in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. We'll do Sleep Token. We'll do fuck it. We'll do Bad Omens. We'll throw them in there. Bad Omens. Nah, replace them with Bring Me. I won't Bring Me on there. And then Linkin Park.
Okay. So in no particular order, or is Linkin Park right after
I feel
you?
like Linkin Park is gonna be right after me. We'll throw Sleep Token on. I think that transition would work really good, actually.
Okay.
And then after them would be Bring Me, and then after that would be Linkin Park.
That works.
All right, Grims, you gotta take that question. You open this pothole. Now we gotta dive into it.
It's fair. Well, the problem is that Bring Me's on mine too. I can't not go with Bring Me. You know, they're like,
hey, we're giving them money.
They're one of the reasons I do this shit. You know. I think Bring Me's I'm gonna have to put them as the co-headline spot. They're right before the biggest act here. Let's see, who would go on right after me? It's too easy for me to say like Deftones. I feel like Deftones is too easy of an answer right now.
I wanted to put them in there, honestly.
I know, but like,
you want people there or not?
I know, man. Listen, here's the problem that our genre of music faces. All guys want to be Deftones, and all girls want to be Amy Lee. So it's like, it's hard not to have them on every bill, because we all want to be like that, because that is the pinnacle of what their genre is.
Amy Lee or Hayley Williams?
Honestly, it is a mix mash of both. Either one of those could fit that slot. It is either one, which I don't blame them. Like I said, for us guys, it is straight up Deftones. We all want to be there. But man, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to put. You know what? I'm gonna call an audible here. Sean, you go and tell me one of yours while I'm sitting here thinking. My gears aren't turning.
Headliner is Panic at the Disco Reunion.
Oh, that's fire.
I want to throw Deftones on there. I just don't know. I guess it's a co-headline. And then Citizen. Youth.
Okay.
Youth Reimagined.
People are gonna be crying that night.
Yes, that's my intention. They have to do an anniversary run of Youth, so they have to do that, and then I'll play before all of them.
All right.
That would be my 3. It's pretty broad.
Man, right after me, I would put Johnny Goth. If y'all know him, that's actually who I would choose. Johnny Goth. Johnny Goth, Bring Me, and then we'll put Deftones. You know what? I'll make it easy on myself. I'll take the cop that.
Dude, that 4, I am flipping somebody in the crowd.
That would be fun. It feels like that set list or that set those acts would work together well.
I have a question that's kind of like that, which this isn't really like a personal artist question, but I think it's a fun one we can get into. If you had to build, I was thinking about this earlier and I forgot to write down who I would do, so it's gonna be a new thought. But say you're building a band, right? You're not in it. It's just like you can pick from each role. So you have to pick a guitarist, pick a vocalist.
Are we building a super group?
Yes, you have to make a super. Make your own super group. Like you're not in it. You're just like you'd be the biggest fan. Yeah,
Got the craziest one already, bro.
Give it to me.
Okay. But the guitars.
You can have 2 vocalists. You can make it whatever you want, bro.
I'm gonna try to keep it standard, so I don't go too overboard. But guitarist, the Mike Stringer from Spirit Box, of course. That dude is a monster with riffs. The drummer, 2 from Sleep Token. His chops are insane. Bassist, I'm going to put the bassist of Spirit Box, too, because he's got some crazy backup vocals, too. And vocalist, we're going to try to make it... oh, man, I didn't think of the vocals part yet. That's going to be... Who's an insane vocalist that I want to do, like, some metal stuff?
Okay, can I choose somebody that's dead?
Yes, of course.
We can do dead people?
Then that really opens the floodgates.
It's a crucial thing for what I want. So I think you know where I'm going.
I mean, okay, if we're doing dead people, I got to put Chester in there, bro.
That's fair. I feel like we're Are we putting a bad light on ourselves saying it like that? But hey, I mean that's
We're all gonna pick Chester.
Chester would be such a good pick, like just straight up. He's
There's
one of the
so
most
much you can do there.
Yeah, he's one of the most iconic
Chester and
voices of all
Amy
time.
Winehouse.
Wow.
That would be a crazy combo. Put them two together. What the fuck kind of song would that be?
Insane.
All right, Moral,
Oh, you want me to take it?
you take it.
All right. So I was thinking about these. I was thinking about two different things because you can't just blend everybody together I don't think they'd have all the best sound. But there are two different groups I'm thinking. So I was thinking, what could be the most odd alternative synth project, like something vibey? And I'm thinking Chino. I'm thinking Dallin Weeks from I Don't Know How They Found Me. And you can really have any drummer. I would say Sleep Token drummer on there. And then throw Ryan Ross on guitar. Just like, I think that could be such a synthy, weird goth wave thing. That could be super cool.
That'd
And
be
then
nice.
this other one I had was like, all right, Jamie Roden from Title Fight on guitar. I would have Chester Bennington as a frontman vocalist. I would have Travis Barker on drums.
Okay, yeah.
Pete Wentz on bass. And then Brendan Urie, another vocalist. see what the fuck what could happen there.
Can I add one
That'll
more
be good.
vocalist online?
Yeah.
Rory from Dayseeker. That dude's insane.
That's it.
All right, Grims. I already know you're gonna pick some crazy stuff.
I don't know if mine's all that crazy, but I feel like I don't know. I want to choose Joey Jordison for my drummer, R.I.P. the legend. I think that he was one of the most creative metal drummers there ever was. I think if you listen to those first 3 Slipknot albums, fourth to an extent, those are the most creative like pieces of art that I've ever heard from a drummer in metal because it was so weird. Nobody was doing fills and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll move on. Let's see here. Vocals. I want the guy from President. I have came fully around.
They just dropped a new song too.
I just
it's
came.
Good.
I have came fully around 100%. This guy
has been a crazy story arc.
This guy.
For this podcast.
This guy rocks. You know what? And I think that he fucking slaps. His voice is so good, and hearing his songs in Busted, I like it, but it's not quite my thing. But his vocals are so good, and I'm excited to hear this first EP or full album that they do for President. I feel like that would be a go-to combo already right there. On bass, I'm gonna bring my man Fieldy from Korn playing with the
yeah.
He does the slap picking, which is like does that nollie go up like just heavy hitting of the bass, like it just I don't know, it sounds like he's hitting a fucking dodgeball whenever he's playing it. It's cool. Let's see here. Guitarist is an interesting one. Damn it, what's his name? I know who I want to pick. I just can't think of his name off the top of my head. But let me get right back to you guys in 2 seconds.
I might think about switching my basses. I forgot the dude's name from Mudvayne. Yeah.
In Grims' 2 seconds, I'm going to add a DJ to both ones. In my synthy gothwave one, I want Joji as main producer / beat maker. I think that would be like a trip hoppy with Chino and Down would be cool. And then fuck it, Skrillex on the other one with Chester and Brendan Urie.
I know who I'm doing for my bassist. Skylar from Issues. We're going to turn it to a metal R&B.
Speaking of Love and 21 Pilots, he plays for them too.
I know, yeah, I remember that. They did a whole tour with him.
Cool. I was gonna say Steven. His name is Steven Carpenter, the guitarist for Deftones.
Yeah.
That would be a wild super group to me. That would be fucking sick. Yeah, that's my super band. I think that would be one of the vibiest, weird metal, alternative metal groups there could ever be.
That's a fun one. It's for sure a fun one. All right, back to questions for you, Zeke. RevengeinKyoto. What's the backstory? Give me the name.
The name?
It's a badass name.
Thank you. I just wanted something like that sounded cool as hell, and I love anime, and I wanted something that was kind of easy to remember. Pretty simple. RevengeinKyoto. And I guess you want like a backstory of how the band or how I started it.
Just like what made you like your name and kind of just what made you you. What
That cool. Actually, the older brother I live with right now, he did like marching band in high school, and I was looking like through the bus every time we go to the school. I'd be like, "Oh, what's up? What's up?" I thought he was doing the coolest shit ever, so I looked up to him a lot, and he kind of got me to learn music. I learned piano on my own, trying to be like him and shit, and I discovered Twin Pilots for the first time, and I fell in love with that band, and it made me go fall in love with other bands. So I always knew I wanted to do some type of thing with music. And before Revenge, actually, I was in like a couple of bands, didn't quite work out. One of them didn't really want me anymore, so I
Oh, that's
just
tough.
yeah. But it worked out for the best,
their
because
loss?
now I'm on the right path, exactly where I'm supposed to be, I believe. It's no ill will towards any of them guys anymore, but it's just always just like things happen for a reason.
For a reason, 100% believe that, dude. Dude, sick. That's awesome. Okay, cool. All right.
Gosh.
You're going to have to choose your fighter here, all right? You ready for this question? 21 Pilots, Sleep Token.
You could, if you would have asked me that, like about a year ago, I almost would have said Sleep Token, but I feel like Twin Pilots for me over any band ever, because they were so impactful for me, dude. I learned every song on piano. Like I'm getting one of their lyrics tattooed on me pretty soon.
Where and what?
I want to say either on my chest or on my shoulder. It's gonna be the lyrics to Truce, the "Stay Alive" for me, because that song like saved my life like multiple times, and that band that's really special to me. So I don't know, that band will always be one of my favorites ever, if not the favorite.
It's awesome. So we have something in common here. We are both from South Carolina. You're from South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
All right, and you're
Yeah, born
from
and raised.
Columbia.
Well, I'm actually from a smaller town called Lawrence, but
I know Lawrence.
yeah, if you know, you know. So, but I moved to Columbia, so they kind of claim Columbia as my home. When I have to put it on like websites and shit, I gotta put Columbia there.
What are some we do,
Way out
man?
in the
It's
sticks, bro.
out in the sticks. Who are some South Carolina bands that you like?
The bands I'm gonna tell you my favorite bands that got me into like the scene and like the metal and all that. There's this band from Columbia, Your Spirit Dies. I got a lot of
What a
friends in
name.
there. Dude, that it's a cool name. It was taken from a Zhao song, Zhao, like a Christian metalcore back in the day. But Your Spirit Dies was one of the first bands I ever heard around in like this type of genre. And they're really nice people. I'm friends with them. Brandon, Tyler. They're up and coming. They're really big, like live. Like when you go to a show of theirs, some of the best live music you will hear and see. And they do like some of that 2000s metalcore, like some of that Kill Switch Engage kind of Trivium type stuff, I think. But
That's sick.
they're really nice. And then my friend Braden, he was in a band called Candescent.
Yeah, that's who
And
I was referring to
yeah,
earlier.
I think they kind of broke up or whatever.
Really?
But
That's
it
kind of
was kind of like
lame.
about a year ago.
I don't know what happened. It might be some weird shit, but I remember like my friend Christopher fucking he loved them. He saw them once at in Greenville at a skate park and he said
Yeah,
I
up
have never
Canyon Skate Park.
yeah, he's like I have never seen a band just that good in such a shitty spot to do it and bring the house down that hard.
Tell them to check out God Glitch, because that's the new band Braden started, and it's really good.
Okay. All right, God
Yes.
Glitch. I'll have to check them
Shout
out.
out God Glitch. But more bands, Cleansing of the Temple, they do like Christian deathcore.
I've played with
And
them a few times.
yeah,
How
they're
does that
really,
work?
they spread the word. It's
However you get
great.
the word out.
The lead
Yeah,
singer Gavin's a character.
He's such a nice
He's a
dude,
very
too.
nice dude. Very nice dude. He actually I think he does security at the new Brooklyn Tavern there. Now. I think
Got to talk to him in a
I
minute.
haven't talked to him in a long time either. It's just my
Yeah.
band Atrial used to play with
Yeah.
Cleansing all the time.
Cleansings are really nice people.
Dude, I always believe like if you're making music to like preach or whatever, like no matter what the music is, like it's still preaching the message, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's
I would be
100%.
so intrigued to be like to go into like a modern church and like it's like a Christian deathcore, Christian emo, whatever the heck band, and they like at least explain that this is what they mean, and then they go into it. Like that social experiment would be very interesting for me. Probably not for like any of regular churchgoers, but for me, I'd be like,
like I will say, like I don't agree with all of his beliefs at all, but I do believe he is one of the nicest like people I've met from another band like that. He is super nice.
Yeah, genuine people.
Yeah.
For sure.
all I know is that if the first Flyleaf record were to play while I was at church, I'd be like, yes, all day.
Oh my gosh, I remember whenever I was growing up. Did you ever go to Winter Jam? Either of you guys?
No.
Winter
That
Jam.
sounds familiar, but I don't think. I think my mom went to that last year. I know what that is,
Dude, it used to, like fucking Flyleaf. I think they played it one year, but it was always Skillet, the band Red. You know,
shout out Red.
Like, dude,
I remember Red.
Dude, it was always
Back
like
in the
these
day.
like heavy Christian bands, and then there would be this one like super pop like Christian artist that everybody was like, "Oh my god, get off the stage so Skillet will come on." You know, it's just it was kind of funny. But growing up I was grew up in a church crowd and stuff, and that's where I ended up
Yeah, I know the
seeing
feeling.
all that stuff. Anyway, just a little tangent there.
Yeah,
I mean, you get whatever you believe in, like however you get that, I think is important. Like I think all of us can relate to one thing, and that's that if anything hits us deep, it's music. Especially, I think we all bond on a similar type of music, along with any sort of alternative fan at home. I think the one thing about alternative music that makes it so special is that everyone who listens to it, there's a reason that we're drawn to it, and that can connect people's brains just on that. I don't think there's any other genre that kind of like, oh, you also like this artist or band because of this. Like I feel like if we like similar bands in this genre, there's a reason. Like there's something that connects with us deeply. It's more of a deeper meaning. So I guess where I'm going with this is like I've never been one that would like I am faith filled. Like I have a relationship with God for sure, but I've never been one to enjoy going to church, which I'm trying to get better at. But that being said, listening to those like Christian rock bands, that's what resonated with me. That's where I like got closer with that because it was that world colliding with kind of what lets me escape from life, which is that heavy angst from like alternative music that kind of speaks to me. So just being able to blend that was like, oh, that's where I can feel that more instead of just like this little light of mine type of thing.
Man, you made it sound super poetic. The reason it was like that for me growing up is because my mom wouldn't let me listen to shit, and they were just a reason to listen to good music. And then, thankfully, one day, my mom was like, "I don't give a shit anymore, whatever." And then all of a sudden, I was addicted to Slipknot. So it is what it is. But
Slipknot goes hard.
Slipknot,
I don't care.
Yeah, but they're quite the opposite. And it was so funny whenever I was like 14, 15 or whatever, and she went to her first Slipknot concert with me, and it was like, what the fuck am I letting you do here? But either way, like growing up in that kind of environment where it's like you can only listen to like Christian music and stuff like that, Skillet and like Red and all those bands were like in Flyleaf especially, where that was that outlet for us to get introduced to like the good stuff.
Yeah.
They are very pivotal bands, and I think that is one reason why they did so well is because of just that time period, and like that's all we could listen to, if we wanted that feeling. Anyway, yeah, for sure.
Going back to something stupid, or I guess it wouldn't be stupid if it actually happened, but I thought for some reason when you were talking about it earlier, it just happened in my brain. When are we going to get a RevengeinKyoto show in Kyoto?
Dude, no. I say that every single like other week, bro.
I would kill to see that.
I'm telling you, that would be like because I want to go to Japan too so bad.
You got to wear the mask.
Yeah. I want to also learn Japanese just so I can be bilingual and like learn I feel like if you learn another language, it's a very helpful skill. But to be able to like do a call out in Japanese in the middle of a show in Kyoto would be like the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like right before a breakdown, say some crazy shit.
You know what? I don't know. Oh, Grimzlee.
No. I would bring us off topic. You take it.
Oh, I was going to say, you on stage, I don't know why I got this vision, but I could see you coming out like in this like black trench coat sweater thing with like some type of cool dress black pants or whatever and some boots, right? And then you have that mask, but it's like cut right here so you can obviously sing, but it still has the eyes and then your hair shows. Like, dude, that would look anime as hell, but like baller as hell. Like, I feel like that would give such like mysterious swag and it would match your sounds.
I might have to explore that. It sounds sick.
Paint and nails too, black.
Yeah, I was doing it at first, and then it kind of got tedious. I was like, "Fuck it, I don't even care no more."
I tried it once and gave up in 5 minutes.
Well, I probably will do it because I not for all my music for sure. For like 99% of the Grimzlee stuff, it's gonna be just my normal shtick and maybe with the face paint and shit. But I am gonna do a straight up Grimzlee metal album, and I'm gonna do another Persona, and I think that's where I have this idea for
some
like
concept
building
albums.
Ideas. Maybe it might just start as an EP because I don't want to like put too much effort into something that nobody wants. You know, I mean, I want it. I want to make it.
Yeah, I want it.
But who knows? We'll see. I just want to scream. I just want to do a full album where I just get to scream. But
we all want that.
But I think it would be cool. So I might do that at some point. What else, actually?
The streets desperately need a screaming album from you.
I think it could be really cool. Sure. What I was going to ask you though, Zeke, have you ever listened to One OK Rock from Japan? Anytime I think about playing a show in Japan, they have this video of them playing at Yokohama Stadium, and it is it is the biggest stadium I've ever seen in my life. And it is one of the most magical and most inspiring performances I have ever seen. Watch them. I highly recommend everybody go and watch them play their song The Beginning at Yokohama Stadium. If you want to get amped up to become the biggest artist in the damn world, go watch that performance. You will be like, oh my God, I've got to do this. Because whatever it is they're feeling on that stage is the drug I would take every minute of every day, I'm sure.
Right.
Like go watch that video. I highly recommend it. But One OK Rock.
J-Rock, man. J-Metal.
J-Rock's cool.
You ever heard of Sailing Before the Wind?
I have heard of not. Them?
They're good. They're like, they do like crabcore stuff too.
Crabcore?
Yeah, Japanese crabcore, bro.
Have you heard of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Think so.
Yeah, they're the ones who, they have one of the, what anime was it they were the opening for? Shit, I can't remember. But Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, there are some crazy motherfuckers. All of their like music videos are super weird. But to be fair, Moral, have you ever watched or seen any like J-Rock or J-Metal music videos?
Maybe like once.
They're the craziest.
Yeah, they're like an otherworldly experience, bro. I don't know, like the angles and shit they do. They
don't. Nothing is like.
It's not standard from over here.
No. It's always super cool, and like the creative juices are just off the charts.
It's like Cole Bennett on like 10 times, like crazy. Not saying Cole Bennett's bad, but it's like Cole Bennett metal version.
But let's be real, like Japanese film and Japanese games and Japanese whatever are always better. Like it's always top tier.
They have such a creative culture in Japan.
And it's so advanced. Like, dude, it is insane. When there's like certain games that you know are developed, it's like, whoa, what am I playing right now? Like, this is insane.
It's fair. I mean, it spills over in so many different places, but like that band One OK Rock, they did so much for me whenever I was in college. Yeah, they leaned into more of the pop rock style stuff, but they used to be like super like, you know, punk rock or pop punk and stuff like that, and it's really cool. But highly recommend.
To be fair, I feel like every pop punk band went into pop rock because that was the change of the times. And now you see that they're coming back because of how the times changed. Like, if we think about it, like, think about every band that you can – any band you can really think of that's not like Deftones or Slipknot or whatever, but over the years, like anything that was pop punk, alternative, whatever in the 2000s – they all ended up going pop rock. Linkin Park went pop rock.
Yeah. Bring Me the Horizon had their album Amo.
Amo?
Yeah, dude.
Pop rock. Panic, Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Everybody had some sort of pop elements because that's what was
even 21 Pilots had a pop album.
Yeah, dude. And then next thing you know, people were like, we want alternative back. So then people are coming back.
Yeah, it's so weird how that happened, but no, you're absolutely right. And I don't understand why. I don't think did people ask for that?
People say like, like we were evolving our sound, but for some, yeah, because there were some that were pretty good. I can't lie, and there's some that were not so like basic pop, but there was like some experimental. Like
I think like 2016 to 2020 was a huge wave of like radio commercialization or something like that.
100%
You're right.
because everyone like even like radio hits. Like I was talking about this the other day. It was like radio hits from like 2012 to like 2017. People still had in their playlists. Like you would play that on the aux. Like it's fine. I don't know a single motherfucker who is grabbing aux and playing anything I hear top 10 on the like top 40 type
Moonbeam
stuff.
ice cream.
Yeah, no one's playing that, dude. And that goes back to our conversations from the first episode about that man.
I hear it. I hear it whenever I go into the mall. You know,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I hear it at work. I hear it when I'm at the mall or in the
They
store.
call it something now, coworker music. Or
coworker.
something.
Yeah. But no one is playing that. Like so, but like what I'm saying is like with that pop direction, I think most people did it for obviously commercialization. There were some that did it well, and we can like name a few if we really want to. But like Minutes to Midnight by Linkin Park, I think was still really good. I think Burning was still like I didn't like it more than Hybrid Theory and stuff like that. But like
Meteora and Hybrid Theory are like
they're still legendary.
Yeah.
But like Burn It Down was really good.
Yeah.
And then like I was a huge fan of Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I loved the synth.
That album is really good. Underrated, honestly.
But I feel like a lot of people are like, we wanted to evolve our sound. But I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, really? Because I know for a fact if you heard a disgusting breakdown right now, you would still be way more into that. And that's what I think. I don't know.
Do you think labels played any part in that?
100%.
Maybe you guys should go into
100%.
more of this direction because to be real with you, streaming does pay way less money than radio. And all of those songs got put on radio like hell.
And MTV and like VMAs.
Yeah, so if it was a money play, I do understand why.
I think it was a money play, but I would also think like they were thinking rock and that culture was getting oversaturated, which to be fair, it kind of was because obviously you had like the Keystones and like the more new metal and you had the Keystones and the pop pop punk emo stuff. So then everybody was trying to do that. And that's where I think, that's where that phase from like 2009 to like 2013 post emo and like Midwest emo and post punk, whatever the hell, like that's where that really started taking off in the underground, and now it's coming back. Like if you think about like bands like Title Fight or Real Friends or Broadside, not Broadside, Bayside, Movements, whatever. Like all these bands started playing there, and they would all play these underground shows that now everyone goes back and looks at on YouTube, especially Title Fight, and they see all these feet first production videos, which are super cool. And now they're popular. So it's like it seems like everything's like coming back.
I think it's like a second. You remember how like everybody in the 10s was like, "Oh, let's get back to the 90s." It's a second wave of nostalgia coming back, which I love. That's kind of like the premise of what I want to do with music is bring like that MySpace sound back. I love that.
Dude, yes. It's exactly. You get it.
Yeah. So I get it. I know the feeling.
We just got to bite on it hard, man. Like it's like I don't want this to leave our grips.
I do think that in 2026, we're going to see a lot more artists trying things like what the All American Rejects just did, where they are doing like house shows as bigger artists and stuff.
We need that.
That is such a play. And that is a way to completely, like, if you're a medium big artist, you got
a fan base for life.
Like, you get more people showing up. And okay, say you don't make as much or anything off of tickets. Well, holy shit. You will dominate social media every night you play, because people,
even if it's like a free show.
Yeah, because people want to go out and see that and be like, oh my God, they're playing here on this guy's front porch and shit like that. And like
shows are almost like advertisements now, which I think is a good thing, honestly.
Shows
it's a way to get
in a way, yeah,
your band out.
It depends how the show's done, but yeah, no, it's I think it's such a cool play, and it's something we're gonna see more and more. I get so many videos of house shows now, and it's always
Dude,
like
that's exactly where I was about to go with it.
it's but mine are always like weird underground like metal shows and stuff, which is like it's not really like it's stuff that I'm doing really, or like them All American Rejects. It's always metal that I'm seeing, but I am starting to see that stuff more and more, and it looks so cool. And I think that is okay. That is such a realistic like show and everything compared to like paying for a ticket, going in a line and stuff like that in a venue. I mean, that's kind of
What's
cool.
gonna be more fun?
It's not. Yeah, it's gonna be more
House
fun
shows
to
are
go to a house show.
more intimate, bro. I love the smaller types things. It's where the most energy comes from. I feel like
You can make 20 people feel like the biggest crowd you could imagine.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's all it takes. As long as everyone's singing the same songs, like it's still so special.
That's what it felt like when I did that show with Sean at Baltimore, because the room was small as hell, but there was
the
people there.
smallest cap room I've ever put a band in.
It felt like a big show too.
For those who don't know, we did a show such a time. Yeah, it was August 19th at the Depot in Baltimore, which is this dive bar. It was with me. It was with Zeke.
Miss Literate.
It was there.
I think State of Youth.
Not State of Youth.
It was your drummer Logan was there.
Yeah, but there was a dope instrumental post rock band called Still Mountains there. Shout out them. Check them out. And then and Apper City, I think. Shout out Still Mountains. Anyways, dude, this show, it was maybe a 30 to 50 cap room, like tops, and that's pushing it.
I think that's all you need right now at our size. Like, dude,
it was
the best,
fuck.
dude. It was like, so fun. I was hot as hell. I think the AC was
sound
broke.
Guy.
Yeah, my tracks kept cutting in and out, but I didn't give a damn, bro. I was just going.
Dude, imagine.
I felt so bad because Zeke and Adriana were using
like my MacBook, I think,
instead of like a band, and the sound guy was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I kept telling him to turn my vocals up. I was over there.
Turn what up? Play what?
That is the problem with those types of shows. Is if
that's the only downside.
You have to be ready to play with fuck all for sound. Like you have to know that it's going to go in. Whatever you sound like is what you're going to sound like, and just hope that people fucking vibe. You have to control it.
We gave up on my backing tracks. We were just like, "Fuck it."
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was like in the middle of that. But no, people were. The thing was, people were moving and it was jamming, and it was that's the best part, honestly.
It was so hot in there. Oh my god.
We got to run it back, man.
Man, you do a 30 cap show, easier way to sell out, and it doesn't matter what size venue it is. If you get to say you sold out a show, motherfucker, you sold out a show.
You sold out a show.
Sold it out.
I'm getting kind of scared because I couldn't book how I wanted for this next show in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Granted, the venue gave me the early slate, so it was from 5 to stage cleared by 9. So like the headlining slot would be 8 to 8:45, which is pretty good. So that's how I know people would stick around. But I couldn't book how I wanted. I had a lot of ideas, but it was just too last minute. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take my homies and then I'll headline. I'm getting scared because that's a big cap room. It's Auto Bar. And I'm like,
oh, that's a nice venue too.
I hope I can get like at least 40 people or something.
Nah, you was worried about 30. The show, man. And last time.
That doesn't mean just me. That just means like collected. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be
fine, I don't think you got nothing to worry about, dude. If you just keep doing what you're doing and grinding and hand out them flyers like you did last time, it'd be all right.
Dude, this is your warm up show for your LA show. You know?
Yeah, dude, that's exciting.
That's big.
With Euro?
I'm also kind of anxious about that because a month ago I ordered a cable snake for this new audio rack makeshift thing I'm doing, and it still has yet to come in. I need it because or else I can't kind of do what I'm supposed to do with the backing tracks.
Yeah.
If I don't have that out in LA, I don't know what to do. And funny enough, I think somebody in our scene. So out there when I go, so my boy Harry, the producer, he's playing drums. Luke, roommate, he plays bass. He's still playing bass, but obviously I couldn't fly everybody else out. So I got a guitarist out there, JXJ. If anybody rings a bell on that artist, he was like, dude, I'll play guitar. I was like, let's go. So that'll be cool. There'll be some worlds colliding there.
Yeah, he had hit me up a while back asking if I could be on his album, and he never reached back out. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything else from him, but I'm sure he's doing well. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on here. But yeah, I thought that was just the stresses of an artist, I guess.
Nah, you got it, bro. Just keep pushing,
Dude, it'll
man.
be fun.
The grind's the fun part, I feel like.
Yeah. I think it would be cool to film like passing out flyers. I think that's another aspect that not a lot of people do. So like
Kind of shows the process behind being like a small artist, because not a lot of people see the struggle, like how tedious and how much you got to work to get things out.
If I can dive into that nostalgia we were talking about, that's some pretty nostalgic stuff because not many people do that anymore.
VHS tape, film that, golden.
No, dude, I highly recommend this app called Dazcam, DAZZ
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Has infinite like cameras that you can shoot with your iPhone, like just different.
Turns it into like film
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, that shit is so good. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's $15, but it's not a subscription. It's just one time, man. It's just one time. But you do get like 100 different cameras and 100 different picture cameras.
They're really good.
They're all really good. I highly recommend.
I only did it for my birthday when I went to Chicago last year. It was worth it.
It makes things a vibe. I will say that for sure. So, dude, what's the timeline looking at right now for this next album, this first album?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Timeline. At first, I wanted it to be out like in September, October. But with the way I could, but the way I want it to be rolled out, I want like 2 professional like music videos just for whatever, and then the like content, I'm gonna film some content, and then I want to have like my band ready before or like around that time so I can do like a release show at the same time. So this is the plan. We're doing 3 standalone singles, and I expect them to do pretty good, standard. But if something goes like completely like insanely viral, like just pops off, then the album, of course, will just like push it up and be like, okay, let's go ahead and take advantage of this momentum. But we're just gonna play it by ear. I think maximum deadline early next year. But we got
tomorrow.
Dude, I'll send you like one of the songs, one of my favorite songs. It's so good. It's like we got a good mix of heavy, kind of like hardcore, and then another good mix of like that emotional, like shoegaze, kind of alternative.
Send that one. I need one of those right now.
But dude, I'm so excited for it, and like I don't know, Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I was on the phone with Grimzlee the other day. I just got to sign a partnership deal with Symphonic for the next 3 years. So yeah, I'm hoping all that stuff can help me with the rollouts as well, and I have like real people to help me as a team now. Thank God.
That should be huge.
Yeah.
So everything's like lining up. We're just taking it stepping stone by stepping stone, That's why I've been kind of quiet. Everybody's like, "When's the new music? When's the new music?" I'm over here figuring stuff out, and I've just been playing RPG games. My fault.
What games?
I discovered Baldur's Gate 3 like about last year. I've been able to put that down. Skyrim, I downloaded it again. Can't put that down. There's this game called A Plague Tale. I just beat the series to come out with a new one next year. It's really good. It's like some emotional storytelling. I love games like single player games you can get attached to. It's like stories and shit. And it's helpful for me because it's another big thing I've been doing. I've been writing a fantasy book. I have like almost 80,000 words. It's gonna be like a whole series, 3 books. And the plan is it for like the debut album's gonna help me get enough funds to make the sophomore album based on the book. So it's a whole concept, and we can have like storylines, weird advertisements, like that cryptic shit like bands be doing all the time.
That's cool. That's
really cool. I think the real fans are gonna really appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. That way I can like have. It's kind of like, you remember when Bad Omens did that album? It was for a comic book, kind of something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the storyline behind it. Yeah, I remember that too. Have some lore. Like, hey, you know that revenge lore? Like, what? What are you talking about? It'd be proud. It'd be cool to have that moment.
Kyoto would make a really cool graphic.
That's a really good comic book like title just for a comic book too. Like that would
some embers.
It would go so well together, man. It's just like it's a perfect match.
And I'm just like a big nerd. I like Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that. So
do that, and it becomes an RevengeinKyoto the anime. and you get your own theme song
Yeah.
and shit, dude. That'd be fire.
Fucking bardcore playing in the tavern.
Yeah.
Naruto run mosh pit.
That'd be hard. But yeah, those are like the long term plans. For now, we just taking it step by step, man. Hoping to get it out so I can just. I feel like part of me feels like I've been waiting too long, but I know things like this take time. So it's just, if any of my fans are watching, just patient. I'm telling you, stay patient. It's gonna be worth it.
I'm so stoked for you, dude. That's cool. I need to take
Thank
a lesson
you,
out of your
man.
book and be patient. So I salute you there. I salute
Valuable
you there.
lesson.
But man, that's so sick. Sean, do you have anything?
I pretty much asked my questions. Zeke, honestly, if you do plan a tour, I gotta go.
Bro, you can hop on, bro.
Let
Play
me
shows
know.
together, man.
We should do like an Atlanta thing, maybe. Who knows?
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah, for
that
sure.
would
Because
be
I
cool.
can. I know
I'd
some
be
people
down.
would
I'd
probably
do
help me
Atlanta
get.
without a doubt, dude.
We could play the Masquerade, bro. Like the Hell version, like small room.
As long as it's
Yeah, like
Atlanta,
ATL.
I'm down. I'm down.
ATL. I think it's the venue's like 10 minutes from Atlanta. It's near the area for sure.
I know the Masquerade. It's a really cool spot.
Yeah.
Well, dude, shout out your socials. That's one thing we need to be doing. Shout out your Spotify,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything is RevengeinKyoto. RevengeinKyoto. I don't know why it was so hard for me to spell, but I got TikTok's my biggest. As I post a lot on there. I'm going to now. I just returned back to the app like yesterday. Instagram, RevengeinKyoto. My Twitter is just abbreviated, but if you just look it up, you'll see it.
Oh, I got one last thing.
What's up?
Last thing for you. I have a request for the album or anything upcoming single wise. I've been doing a lot of vocoder content. I need a vocoder.
It's in there. It's in there, man. It's in there.
All right, that's all I had to say.
Of course.
I've always wanted to I love that vibe.
Yeah, I just started experimenting with that because I started listening to that Imogen Heap stuff from back in the day.
Yeah.
Too late to stop, got your heart in a headlock. That song. And I don't know, vocoder's really cool to play around with.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be fun. Hoping this album is gonna be the breakout. You know, I've been floating around 50K on Spotify. It would be a dream to just break over 100 with it. I think we can do it for sure.
It'll happen.
I mean, on your number's been. I remember the days you had like 5,000, bro, and you got like 30 something K right now.
Been dropping, man. I was at 36, now I'm at 30.
Dude, I told you so much,
bro,
that you
drop.
were like, you're not gonna be happy with this shit. I told you so long ago. You're like, dude, if only I could get 10K and all that stuff.
And it's the next. And then it's the next.
Homie shoots to 30K and he's like, I'm only at 30K now.
No, when I can drop in 2 weeks, I'm gonna push it hard, and I'm hoping it fucking.
It'll go up again, dude. The one song I dropped this year, it shot me back up to like 50K. And you just drop it, dude. I need to take my own advice.
It ebbs and flows. It's completely natural, and it does that constantly.
I want this new track to get like number 2 at least.
Yeah.
It might not be number 1, but number 2.
The real fans, they'll always appreciate your drops for sure.
Exactly, man.
That's what matters.
You know what? I'll say this for another time.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
Guys, this has been fun. Zeke, thank you so much for joining us today, man. This was a good
I'm honored, bro.
talk.
Thank you guys for having me on, man.
Absolutely. We'll have to hang out again soon. Hopefully, we get to figure out a show at some point, because this would be great.
Hey, all three of us need to hop on a little show.
We'll
Mix
do it.
of everything.
We'll figure it out, bro. Well, guys, this has been the Static Distortion Podcast. Revenging Kyoto forever.
Love you guys.